Hi and welcome to a new video. Now then, what we've got here today is a classic caravan. I'm here at the Felfoot National Trust Country Park, right by the lake. It's a beautiful spot. It's a chilly day today, but it's a beautiful spot. But this used to be at one time a caravan site. Now, the thing was, things changed, and in 1992 the site shut down, but there used to be chalets on here and static caravans too. And what National Trust have done to sort of bring back that feel to how it used to be, they've introduced this caravan to give people a feel how it was back in the day when this was a little site, and how a popular spot it was. And still is. So visitors today can park your car up there for about £6 for a couple of hours. There's a cafe here. It's a great spot. Emma, who has been showing me all about this, she's really into it and she loves the caravan, and also she bought Caravan in the 1970s. Of course I did sign it. So what caravan we got? Well, I tell you what, how did I find out about it? Well, basically I was contacted by the trust and they wanted to know more about this caravan they just acquired, which is a Castleton Rovana, and it's a two-berth, because Castleton were mainly manufacturers of two-berth caravans. Castleton caravans were a luxury caravan and made by the Bennetts down in Sherborne on Tinney's Lane, and they produced caravans from the late 50s up until about 1994-95, which was the last model year they produced them. But some do survive, and they've become quite popular on the classic caravan scene. So it was great when I found out this, and they were asking about it. I said, whereabouts? They said it's at Felfoot. I must come down and have a look at it. So I said, yeah, come down and have a look, and we've got it all sorted out. Now normally it has an awning, and as you saw the intro into this video that's going on the van, the awning's away because it got ripped with the winds the other day, and it was a poulard awning. Poulards were very popular awnings, and a good awning. So anyway, we've had a look around. It's had one owner from new. It was dry stored up in Scotland. The guy was a member of the Scottish Caravan Club, and it's got a 1985, well, an 80s Caravan Club sticker there in the window. Anyway, let's go inside and see what they've done. Right. First of all, you always notice with these vans how I mean, I'm not tall, but the doorways are not very high. I think people were definitely smaller in those days. So let's have a bit of scout about. Right, we're in this front lounge area here. So this will be made up into a double bed using the table, dining table, and also it'll be made into two singles beds as modern caravans are today. Typical traditional two-end kitchen, two-berth layout, and plenty of room here. But if you look at everything now, it feels miniature by comparison to a modern tourer. But I do like this little feature on this little L shape here, and that's an original Electrolux fridge from that period. Now, all things like the Mellowine was all popular things at the time, and it's typical what a caravan would have had in that era, my parents included. The sinks here, I'm not going to lift this up, but here is a rather posh, the picker pack from 1970s and the 50s. So this was what you had. It was all quite posh now. It was all laid out and all your plates and stuff in there, and they've brought that in, which is rather nice. The pump would have been brought in, the water would have been brought in by a 12-volt system, which ran off your car battery normally. And of course you've got a full oven here, plus as well a 2-burner hob. Now when it came to storage, you didn't get a right lot. Again, what the trust have done, they've put the plates in that area, but look at that by today modern caravans, which showed you that people didn't take as much with them. There you go. But also you'll notice this is proper oak veneer wood, no photo print stuff back in the day on a quality caravan, unless it was a Cheltenham, which by 1971 they'd gone on to that sort of photo veneer finish, which didn't do them any favours. Anyway, let's get back down this front end again. And a bit of a feature of Castleton was the fact is that they had the chest of drawers here, but it looked like it was a separate piece of furniture. I mean, this van is really, really nice condition, as you'd expect, probably the fact that it's been stored dry and undercover. But again, look at all this. There's very little in the way of storage of today's standards. We'd all be moaning and complaining about that by now, wouldn't we? One gas light was all you needed, and this was the new Morco one, which was a self-ignition one, so you didn't have to mess around putting a match underneath it and popping a hole through the mantle. Well, I've just been talking to a couple today, and this caravan brought back years of caravan memories for them. Yeah, I was in the kitchen once, and what I did like, of course, was this L-shaped design here, which was quite nice, quite novel. Proper original Electrolux fridge as well. Again, cupboards stacked with stuff to give it that feel. And National Trust have really done a good job on this. And all these pictures here of when the site was here originally in the chalets. Yeah, and people said the memories and that. Well, it's fantastic, isn't it? And of course, for heating, you had your Truma heater there, which worked on gas, and that was flued out underneath the floor. And look at that, they've put actual proper clothes in there. All from that era. Wow, good oak veneer though. But this is really a smart little tourer, and it's great that National Trust have done this. I think it really is. Still the same original curtains as well. There's my stuff there to say about the brochure. I did all the brochure stuff for them and all that type of thing. A lot of people coming here, a lot of people coming past and having a look and things. Right, okay. So, the Castleton, luxury manufacturer, as I say, unfortunately they went out of business, like a lot of them did at that time, in the 90s, like several others, and before that. But this is really a great caravan, and I loved it. I've been sat in here and I've been talking to people, and it's been brilliant. And if you're up in Lake Districts, come down, have a look, because it's only going to be here till June, then it's going to go away again. So what I suggest you do is get down here before it does go away, because it won't be back again till next year. It's going to be put away into proper storage out the way. Right, well, that's me from here at Felfoot. As I say, get yourself down here quick if you want to see it. It's well worth coming and having a look at this. I say a bit of a dull day today, but it's still great. But it's great to see vans like this being preserved and by the National Trust. Let's hope it might even start a trend, I don't know. But it does say a lot that they are keen to preserve our heritage, and this is part of our heritage, let's face it. Anyway, until see you on the next video. Hope you've enjoyed this one. So I want to see a classic caravan again, and we'll be doing some more classic caravans throughout the year, hopefully everything being okay. But anyway, I'll see you on the next video, and thanks for all you subscribers. Please give us your comments as well. I think Colin Mule will like this because he's into it, and Kevin Flood, he likes the old stuff as well. Anyway, I'm off.